Alright, dear students, this will be the last lesson for the chapter food security in India. Okay, yesterday we did till we just started status of the PDS system, and I had told you to read and find out the positive and negative or the advantage and disadvantage of PDS. Okay, so so we are first going to look at from this paragraph in page number 50. Please have your books open. If not, pause and bring your books with pencil, copy everything. So when we are to discuss about the positive side or the good side or the advantage or merit of PDS, there are a few things we find in this particular paragraph. Number one is that this is one of the most effective instrument of government policies. Okay, as far as food security and affordable prices are concerned, this is one of the most effective instrument of government policy. Okay, so that's one. Number two, what we need to understand is this PDS also has been very instrumental in averting widespread hunger and famine. Okay, so because of PDS and because there is storage of food in the granaries, the buffer stock is there, so यो कुराले गर्दा चाहिँ widespread hunger and famine भन्ने चाहिँ भएको छैन. All right, and number three, there's also prices are in favor of the poor household. घरिघरि revision हुन्छ prices को, and this have proven to be in favor of the poor household. So that's again considered an advantage. And finally, जुन यो minimum support price छ, this minimum support price and procurement of grains, यो कुरा दुईटा कुरा, MSP minimum support price and procurement of grains, जुन FCI ले grains procure गर्छ, they are kept in their granaries. This has helped to increase food grain production. Okay, यो कुराले गर्दा चाहिँ food grain production increase भएको छ, and farmers, some of the farmers को income has been sort of quite stable and income security पाएको छ. So these are the four things which are considered as good or merits and advantage of PDS. Okay, now there is a long list of the bad or side or the disadvantage or demerits or negative sides or criticisms regarding PDS. Okay, so yeah, however भनेर थालेको छ, and then you will see that the list is quite long. It has faced severe criticism भनेर भनेको छ. Okay, so के रहेछ त्यो criticism भन्दाखेरि चाहिँ number one is that if there is so much of food, surplus food छ भने, why is it that people are still hungry? Why is it that people are still dying of hunger? हैन, गरिब मान्छे अझै पनि डस्टबिन कोट्टाइ किन खान्छ? Those kind of questions are raised. So instance of hunger is prevalent, but हाम्रो यो गभर्नमेन्टको जुन ग्रेनरिजहरु छ त्यो चाहिँ के भइराको छ, ओभरफ्लो भइराको छ. दिस इज one major concern. Okay, number one. Second, again त्यही कुरा हो, the FCI godowns, जुन यो ग्रेनरिज छ FCI को, यो चाहिँ के भइराको छ, it's overflowing with grains. And to the point, like overflow त भयो, at the same time the grains are also rotting, and in some places they've told that rats ले पनि खान्छ अरे, तर मान्छेले खानुको लागि चाहिँ अवेलेबल छैन भने एउटा एकदमै क्रिटिसाइज गरिएको छ PDS लाई. Okay, another disadvantages, हामी अलिक यहाँनिर we are going to go down further to the next page, and we are going to look at all these. तपाईले यो जति पनि यो orange color को यो stripहरु छ, please write it down in your copies and read it and understand it. Okay, because यहाँबाट पनि क्वेशन्सहरु थुप्रो आउँछ in the board questions हरु ल. So in this particular portion थुप्रो लेखेको छ, but we'll only shortlist some which we find is relevant. Okay, so यहाँ चाहिँ के भनेको छ भन्दाखेरि एकदमै बेसी के भएको छ, बफर स्टक को नर्म्स भन्दा जुन बफर स्टक मा जति हुनु पर्छ ग्रेन्स त्यो भन्दा धेरै बेसी. Okay, the grains have been stored. Okay, and so यो कुरा छ कि बफर स्टक चाहिँ जुन एक्सेसमा छ ओभरफ्लो भइरहेको छ ग्रेन्सहरू एकदमै बेसी स्टोरेज भइरहेको छ दिस इज एब्सोल्युटली अनडिजायरेबल एन्ड इट इज वेस्टफुल भनेर भन्नुभएको छ पोइन्ट नम्बर 3 ओके पोइन्ट नम्बर 4 मा फेरि एमएसपीमा आएको छ एमएसपी इज रियली ट्रिकी इट्स लाइक इन प्रिभियस क्लास अल्सो आई टोल्ड यू द्याट यसमा डिप एउटा स्टडी गर्दा पनि हुन्छ बट सिन्स आवर सिलेबस डज नट आस्क फर इट but nevertheless if you are interested you can always find more details about MSP which is minimum support price र यहाँ चाहिँ के भनेको छ minimum support price जब so there are times when these MSPs are increased okay यो हुँदाखेरि चाहिँ के भएको छ भन्दाखेरि even states which उनीहरूको प्रोडक्सन चाहिँ सरप्लस छ फर इक्जाम्पल पन्जाब हरियाणाहरू भयो these Andhra Pradesh and all they have West Bengal also they have enough okay they have surplus they have extra also तर what is happening is that because the MSP को लोभले नि मिनिमम सपोर्ट प्राइस गभर्नमेन्ट को बाट मिनिमम सपोर्ट प्राइस यो प्राइस पाउँछ यो पैसा पाउँछ भनेर चाहिँ what is happening is these states को पनि farmers are diverting okay उनीहरुको आफ्नो ल्यान्डलाई चाहिँ they are diverting it in such a way that now people are not growing the coarse crops which actually is the staple food of the poor you coarse crops like their grains like they have stopped growing and instead they are diverting their land to in production of wheat and rice किन भन्दाखेरि चाहिँ wheat and rice मा चाहिँ के छ MSP पाउँछ ओके अरु कोर्स ग्रेन्स मा चाहिँ पाउँदैन अलराइट सो त्यसले गर्दा they are diverting their land for more of rice and wheat production okay so which is not good coarse grains like millets and bajra kekeru bhancha buckwheat and all these are good grains that should be grown bhane okay and the अर्को कुरा चाहिँ नेगेटिभ इफेक्ट बिकज राइसलाई एकदमै बेसी पानी चाहिन्छ to grow rice intensive utilization of water भनेको छ so this is causing environmental degradation this is also causing problems like fall or low water level okay so that's why our environmental hazard pani bhako cha bhanne so because of which this it's not sustainable bhanne यो criticism पनि पाएको छ okay so people should continue to grow all varieties of crops including the coarse grains and not only stick to wheat and rice okay भने यो छ सो अगेन यसलाई पनि तपाईहरुले क्लास नोट्समा हाल्नुहोस् एन्ड read it and understand it learn it also now again in the next page we'll go again there's a lot of data and details but we will only stick to what is relevant to us भनेको छु है so the next point number 6 चाहिँ छ यहाँ भनेको छ कि PDS dealers are sometimes resorting to malpractices भनेर यहाँनिर they have been accused that PDS dealers हरु चाहिँ एकदमै malpractice भनेको wrong practices गरिरहेको छ so what are those malpractices भन्दाखेरि चाहिँ malpractices are that they are diverting the grains to open market okay त्यो ration दोकानमा या फिर fair price shop मा जान instead of going there the grains are being diverted to open market so that they can your PDS dealers हरुले चाहिँ अझै बेसी फाइदा पाओस् भनेर okay so that they'll have more profit this is what they are doing and instead ration shop मा चाहिँ कस्तो grains पठाउँदैछ poor quality को shop grains हरु पठाउँदैछ so that is wrong हैन so it's a malpractice by PDS dealers so another problem is that in many places these ration shops do not open regularly jun open hunu parcha hundaina and they are very irregular so what happens yesto gardakheri ke huncha bhane there's a big problem see and then that means the fair price shops are not being cleared out of the grains and त्यसले गर्दा चाहिँ FCI को जति पनि ग्रेनरीज हरु छ त्यसमा चाहिँ massive stock थुप्रेर जान्छ piles and piles of grains are के हुन्छ heaps and heaps of grains are just stored there and थुप्रेको हुन्छ so this is a big problem okay so that's point number 6 and point number 7 that we can say that it is the के भन्छ final point लामो छ यहाँनिर लेखेको like they have talked about the हामीले प्रिभियस क्लासमा गरेको जस्तो पिडिएसको इन्सेप्सनदेखि कसरी पिडिएस इभल्भ हुँदै आयो एन्ड फाइनली नाउ वी हेभ 3 डिफ्रेन्ट कार्ड्स भन्ने यो कुराहरू सबै भनेको छ बट द मेन फोकस हियर इज इन दिस पार्ट ओके लास्ट यो लाइनलाई 52 को द प्राइस अफ जस्तो कि वी हेभ अन्तोदय कार्ड वी हेभ बिपिएल कार्ड एन्ड वी हेभ एपिएल कार्ड होइन सो यो एपिएल कार्ड हुने मान्छेलाई चाहिँ बेसी फाइदा छैन दे डोन्ट हेभ मच इन्सेन्टिभ किन भन्दाखेरि चाहिँ एपिएल कार्डमा पाउने ग्रेन्सको प्राइस इज भेरी मच सिमिलर टु वाट वी गेट इन द मार्केट नाउ इमेजिन why would anybody pay so much of money and buy from ration shop जसमा कि grains can be of poor quality why would they do that and instead not buy from regular shops हैन so price of grains for APL card is almost as high as open market price so त्यसले गर्दा चाहिँ APL card holder are not motivated to buy from ration shops. So त्यसले गर्दा again के हुँदैछ grains थुप्रेको हुँदैछ okay so यो almost 7 points छ which I'll be forwarding notes also तपाईहरुले त्यसमा ध्यान दिनुस् okay and finally this is the last subtopic there are just about few points for this also we'll talk about the role of cooperatives in food security. So we understand that food security ko लागि चाहिँ government त लागि परेको छ नै छ. At the same time we see in this particular section that cooperatives and NGOs are also very much involved in ensuring food security in India. Okay, so again cooperatives are also playing an important role and especially kun area ma southern and western parts of the country ma okay so you have to understand ki PDS one of the best functioning PDS चाहिँ कहाँ छ भने साउथ इन्डियामा चाहिँ एकदमै राम्रोसँगले PDS को functioning हुन्छ okay so here we are given the example of Tamil Nadu as a state and how 94% of their जति पनि यो फेयर प्राइस शप छ त्यो चाहिँ कसले चलाउँदै रहेछ who runs it the cooperative so they have cooperative societies जसले चाहिँ यो 94% of fair price shops राशन दोकान तमिलनाडुमा चाहिँ cooperatives ले चलाउँदै रहेछ so it's a good thing okay so cooperatives are involved next another example of यो cooperative को system चाहिँ हो एकदमै दिल्ली को very much popular mother dairy भने दिल्ली को दिल्लीमा यो सानो स्टल्सहरु हुन्छ यसले मिल्क एन्ड मिल्क प्रोडक्ट्स त बेच्छ नै बेच्छ मदर डेयरी भने बित्तिकै बुझिहाल्यो डेयरी प्रोडक्ट्स but at the same time they also acquire vegetables at a very reasonable rate and यो चाहिँ दाम चाहिँ गभर्नमेन्ट अफ दिल्लीले तोकेको हुन्छ and एकदमै अफोर्डेबल प्राइसमा यानी मिल्क प्रोडक्ट्स एन्ड भेजिटेबल्स दे सेल इट to the people of Delhi okay so there are many branches of mother dairy all over Delhi mother dairy all over Delhi okay and another example of a great success story of यो cooperative चाहिँ हो Amul हामीले Amul दूध Amul ताजा Amul butter Amul cheese so many Amul no things that we know यो Amul को चाहिँ यो चाहिँ it's long time it started out a movie पनि थियो एउटा बलिउडमा एउटा पहिलाको movie पनि बनाएको थियो what was it called anyway if I remember I'll send you that link also Amul ko story ko okay so Amul has been one of this greatest success story in India जहाँ चाहिँ एउटा cooperative को चाहिँ success story चाहिँ Amul को रहेको छ and Amul चाहिँ कहाँको हो गुजरातको हो के and यो पनि भनेको छ they started the white revolution in India भनेर okay so Amul को एउटा कथा छ alright and the next चाहिँ यो cooperatives मा आयो तमिलनाडुको cooperatives दिल्लीको मदर डेयरी एन्ड गुजरातको अमुल ओके यो तीनटा छ नाउ एनजीओ को लागि चाहिँ वी हेभ इन महाराष्ट्र समथिङ कल्ड एडीएस यो चाहिँ के रहेछ एकाडेमी अफ डेभलपमेन्ट साइन्स इट्स एन एकाडेमी र यो एकाडेमीले चाहिँ के गर्दो रहेछ भन्दाखेरि इट हेल्प्स दिस एनजीओज इट फेसिलिटेट्स a network of NGOs that means many NGOs unale start garda रहेछ and they help these NGOs to set up grain banks a bank tara kesko bank grain bank in different regions okay and so of course they give trainings and all of that bhaneko cha but so this is what they do. Okay, again Maharashtra को ADS ले चाहिँ they facilitate a network of NGOs जसले चाहिँ के गर्नुहुन्छ, they set up grain banks in different regions of India. All right, so NGO को चाहिँ this is the example. So there are 4 examples, 3 of cooperatives and 1 of NGO given. Okay, so finally to conclude, we can say that therefore not only the government but also various cooperatives and NGOs are also working intensively towards ensuring food security in India. Okay, so with this the chapter is complete. Thank you.